And my own background, in the past I worked for a large virtualization company, and when I arrived at Misys 4 years ago I was convinced we were going to run everything on the cloud. As you rightly say, the reticence around banks moving to cloud computing has made that rather slower than perhaps I would have liked. There seem to be 2 or 3 major pushbacks that we hear all the time. The first one, of course, is security. People are concerned about security, and some of that concern is real, and some of it, of course, is driven by regulation. So, for example, within the EU, you can keep information within the EU, but if you want to take customer information outside the EU, as a lawyer, you would know better than me, sometimes that can be quite problematic. And cloud depends upon scale to offer cost savings to individuals or individual companies. And if you can't scale across companies and countries, it becomes quite hard to offer the same proposition. So certainly security, both regulatory and supposed technical concerns about security, is a key issue. The other one, I think, is just change. Typically, you'll find a lot of systems in banks are run by IT functions. They know how to run those systems very well when they're run in-house. They don't have experience of running those systems outside the banks, and they're reluctant to undertake what they see as a fairly dramatic change. I saw a very, very small bank recently, a tiny bank, who was very interested in our entire product portfolio. They wanted our core banking system, our trade finance system, our treasury system, and those systems are big systems. They take a lot of people to run. And I said to the gentleman, you know, how many people are in the bank? And he said, 60. I said, is that 60 in the technology department? No, 60 in the bank. And clearly it would be completely impractical for them to run all those systems inside the bank. And I asked him, I said, well, would you consider, you know, some kind of cloud offering? And he said, no, we couldn't possibly think of doing that. We need to run the system in the bank. So there is a mismatch at the moment between expectations, because banking customers, just like we as individuals, are used to getting very high levels of service from technology. We use Facebook and we use Google Mail, and we get these incredible levels of service from these cloud-based offerings. And it will be possible to deliver those same kinds of incredible capabilities with cloud-based banking systems, but we have got to get over this reticence to have everything in-house, even in a 60-man bank, and we have got to get past these security and regulatory concerns. So it's going to happen, but I think it's going to happen, unfortunately, in my opinion, a lot slower than many of us would like it to happen.